This workout starts with a Renegade Row. For the Renegade Row, you want to position yourself. Again, you want to make sure your shoulders are over the bell. You want to walk your feet back as far as you can keep a stable trunk when you row the bells. So I like to take my feet about shoulder width apart, and then from there, you've got to get your trunk stable, your shoulders down, whole body tight. Think about that quad plank position. So we want slight tuck of the tailbone, we want nice long T-spine, and then we're going to transfer our weight from both hands to one hand. So now we can pick up this bell, row to the shoulder, and then make sure that that shoulder is engaged and stable, and we row the other side. So a couple points on this one. Try not to scoot back to your legs. This is very typical where we'll see this body position get up. The whole point of this exercise is that we want to apply a whole bunch of torque to the trunk as we do this row, and we want to watch for this shifting or dipping of the knee as we row, because what that shows us is we're letting our abdominal muscles go and we're compensating with our pelvis. Now, as you get better at this exercise, you can start to step your feet out, but only if you can maintain a stable trunk. So for me, that was probably a little bit too far out for what I can maintain with this weight. So choices are go a little bit heavier with your feet in, or go a little bit lighter and start to work your feet out. Although one recommendation is if you're going to go a little bit heavier, maybe row everything on the same side with a bigger bell because it's a little bit more stable on the ground. The smaller ones tend to roll a little bit more. Second exercise of the set, we've got sumo deadlift. So you want to stand directly over the kettlebells. I like to turn my handles in so they look like an inverted V, but you can have them straight across if you prefer. All the mechanics of the deadlift apply. Weight back into the heels, shins near vertical, belly buttons pulled in, nice straight spine all the way from the crown of your head to your tailbone. From here, you want to grab the bells and make sure you don't have long shoulders. You want to keep those shoulders short, pinched back, and then from there, you're standing up to the point where you make a straight line with your body. So we don't want to finish here. Well, we definitely don't want to finish here either. So you're trying to get the shoulders stacked over the hips stacked over the knees, and the knees stacked over the ankles before taking an inhale, taking the bells back down to the ground. As soon as you get back down to the ground, make sure everything's tight, using your butt and your hamstrings to stand up, keeping your core muscles engaged. You can see I also don't let the bells round my back on the way down. Keep a nice straight spine. Make sure I'm not letting gravity take the bells down. I'm controlling the bells down. From there, we're going to go to deck squat. So your deck squat box needs to be something that you can squat to and maintain a straight spine. If you start to tuck that tailbone under, you need to come up just a little bit. So the bell's going to start in a racked position. Here, feet about shoulder width apart, toes slightly turned out. From here, we drop into the squat, that nice straight spine. Then from there, we'll set our weight back. We'll roll down. Take the bell overhead, keeping those abdominal muscles engaged, low back's on the mat when our elbows are overhead. And then we're going to roll back up from here. Then we return our chest to that nice upright position, put our weight in our heels, and we stand straight up. So spine straight down, then the spine rounds to go back into that rolling sit-up. We roll back up. You can use the bell for momentum to get back up into the sit-up position if you need. Then we return our spine to straight before driving through our feet, especially the heels of the feet, and standing back up. From there, we finish with our two-handed swings. So weight back in the heels, back in that deadlift position. Shoulders are pulled back so our arms are shorter, and then explode to the top, right? Let the bell float up, come down, and then you are catching the bell and driving your hips to get that bell back again.